Metastock comes in play, and Metastock 18 even open up a lot of door for you, and I love it, right? And without Explorer, I can't do it. This whole thing even is my own technology. It saves me a ton of time. So we're going to show you that. And this way you will push your trading confidence. We're going to be showing you, if we have time, how I drill it down. So today I want to do more practical, uh, actual evaluation of chart, but we still have to do things for people who just came in, so it goes on a record so they could go back and listen to these recordings. So this is the basic of Magic Trader, and I'm going to explain to you very simple way. So this is one which everything is patented, but this was the one which took me longest time. It looks simple, bunch of lines, but they tell you a lot of stories. So basically, the idea came from my own health because I'm not well for many years. I got many problems, but I'm alive. That's the most important thing. So I always dream when I was in hospital, oh, they're checking my pulses and all these super machines they have it to put all these wires on me. How come we could find same thing in security? That's where the idea really came from. And I figured out. So these few lines here, we call it a health window. We're going to detail few of those lines to use as a simple method to select the trade in a few minutes. And this is we call as a spectrum. I was dreaming the software. I always told people from beginning, this is a combination of galaxy and ocean. All the color candles are like a different color fishes, and they tell you stories. And this was my biggest issue when I was on a Wall Street trading as an institutional trader. Things are not the same what people are talking about. It's hard to believe. And I started seeing things and realizing that according to everybody, even today, buy and sell, but it's not the same. Buy gets different colored here because different institution, different types of institutions and comes in, and we have a lot of evidences comparing the data I got from Wall Street, including today from Darkpool, and I have a fun showing them in my alert room. Last week I showed them all the dark pools, right? And we could see here what is happening. You don't need to be scientists to figure out. So these color candles come from there. It's hard to believe, but it is true, right? Because we collecting all the evidences for many years. So this color says catalyst we're going to talk about today. So please try to understand this is very important part. And on option side, it says YB4 and call plus plus. What that means, plus plus is stronger and bull telling we're going to the moon. So we did. Actually, you could see yourself. So here is the large view, and these are the catalysts you need. This is one of the three catalysts you need to select the bullish direction, and they show up at the right timing. So you could go in the trade at given time, right? If you're looking at this one daily, and then you could drill it down to smaller time frame and get in the game. But there is a method to the madness, what to line up, what items to be lined up. I just giving overview what this chart looks like, just little bit, not too much detail. What do you see circle blue, right? And it says call plus. So if you are an option trader, you don't need to be scientist to figure out where we're going. We got to buy call or puts, right? And it's very simple. Right, then you still have to use your broker platform and try to see how many what you call contracts people buying or whatever, but at least they clearly tell you where we're going. So this particular case is a forecasting, and I'm not claiming anything, even though it is there, because I did not want it to go and talk too much, right? This does forecasting as it shows here, and it's telling you where we are going. It tells you we're going to make a future high, and it's obvious things are there, so you don't need to be skeptic. And it's been going on since 2006. So this plays important role in trading. These two lines are not the lines you are used to. They are different. They dynamically changes and it has a forecasting capability also. Hard to believe, but it is there. But it does not work the same way you are used to use regular looking lines. I wish there was another way to do it, but I don't want to confuse people between these two lines. And you know what? They are not the same because daily has different magic line, weekly has a different, all the way to the 5 minutes. We have designed them. So that tells you itself they are not the same lines you are used to. And it is scientifically proven that these two lines are different way of funding. And people who believe that they are going bullish, the green line, it tells you anything about that. It is bullish believeness. People when really believe that they're going long or they want to go long, then they pull the trigger and the reflection is right there. And this is one of the concepts got through the pattern office. So it's not the same what you believe. It is totally different technology. And we call it a spectrum. And this chart, I took it from gold, right? And you don't need to be scientists to figure out. And we're going to show you now how to match all these things. So first thing, if you are bullish, right, mentality, or you want to believe to go long all the time, what are you looking for? First of all, in a health window, this vertical line, that's what is a direction line. It automatically figures out. So it sets up your direction. So that's what called green directional line. And it is a little bit bigger than other lines. So that is a direction line in a health window. Then this bunch of lines here, out of that, we're going to focus on talking about three lines. One is the purple line, one is the blue line, and there is a dotted line. And in an enlarged view, they are here. These are the price, what you call values of these lines we're looking for. So like a 410 is easy to remember. When you are new, you got to find something matching, right? So 410 number, so okay, there is a building I know, which this is designed to behave differently. When the base is cleared, that means it's in the middle of this candle. That means it's anchored, and that's the time it is confirmed that we're going to the moon. That's what it is. However, it is designed to tell you few days in advance or few hours in advance, depends upon what time frame you're looking for, that we are going bullish. So if I was having short position, this tells me get out. Otherwise, you're going to get hurt. So that's the built-in feature this spike has it. Other ones, I'm not too sure, but this is designed to behave like that. And obviously, you could see yourself whether statement I made it makes sense or not. So we don't need to draw trend lines and this and that. You know, I don't do all these things unless trader come from technical background, right? We try to talk about it, right? Otherwise, I forgot about all these things. Now, this is a thick line, which is here. This is a small line. It's a pure health kind of indication here. So in short, when I'm in a rush, I just look at that. And this has also its own story. So this came from this, and quickly I line it up, right? That means I'm going long. And pure health means everything inside health good looks good. That's what it means. So I have some kind of interpretation, avoidance of all the lines with that simple looking line. Now, this is the ribbon which is different than any Metastock ribbons. This is designed based on a time risk. As time goes and you're in a trade, right, you the security get dragged, right, volume coming in or whatever is coming in there. But as long as you're going away from these, it is risky trade, and you could see the results. People intend to take the profits, and they will try to go to the middle of these
Hi,
two
Kelly Clement here
magic
from
lines
Metastock.
we call
I
min
hope you
risk
enjoyed
reversal
today's video,
area,
and I hope
and
you
that's
found it
very
instructive and
natural
informative.
happening on Wall Street. Everybody thinks that way, or most experienced people think way. It is went too far, too long. Let's take some profits, or there's nothing wrong. And on a reverse, you go back in there if things are lined up correctly. And you could see here, it shows the weakness here, right? And these are the symbols we use it. This is a pullback. A little bit different that this was the warning, and this is definitely a pullback. So these are the way we do use these simple looking patterns. So what I did, I put it together everything, right? And in easy to remember form. So in order to go bullish, right, this line should be vertical direction line to be in place, right? This should be all horizontal and the value should be like that. The green spike is the entry spike, right? Besides direction, so direction is clear. Then this is the health purity, and this is the horizontal time risk. And I want to tell you, the best scenario is to meet all the requirements. That doesn't mean that you cannot take combination of that if this is not existing, because it may have happened before or it will come afterwards. But in order to good to go, this is what I've done. Two or more patterns and a one catalyst will do a job to go directionally long in this case. So it doesn't have to be phi all the time, but you have to learn which one you want. I prefer myself spike and other combination, right? That makes me feel comfortable. You could have comfort zone with these four lines, right? And sometimes you feel comfortable with these two plus, yeah, choice is yours, but they will produce different results. But that doesn't mean you cannot go in there. I just want to put it out there as we have more time to. So what I did it, I put those numbers in a little detailed form, one of the existing chart of euro. So how to trade with those symbols coming into the uh, magic trader spectrum and health window. So let's go back to the basic what we learned. This is that direction line, which is green. So we're going long, we know it. Then this value is number 4. So I put plus 4, plus 1 and 0. So that meets the requirement what we learned a few minutes ago. And this is the entry spike, right? Then this is the pure health and the ribbon. So as soon as you see that, you're good to go. And this catalyst makes you enter earlier. So now what we do it, we do scalping or short-term swing, take some money and then add the profits to this position if we want to, or wait for it come to mean risk reversion area. And in this particular case, there was a forecaster 3.3 on a scale of 1 to 6, 3.2, 2.3. They're good, right? So you need to see your comfort zone. These are the risk designator and forecaster. So basically, you enter here if you miss the boat here. So you collected some money, put it here, other position here, and then you could get out if your choice. So some people will get out here. So basically, where to put the stop? Initially, you put the stop below it, right? In this case, below green, then below red, a little bit away from that so you don't get stuck. If you get stopped out, there is no commission anymore. So go back in there, right? So I like to have a logic entry such as wind risk reversion area, and we go back to technicals a little bit. All right, there is a tail formation. That means all the seller gone, the buyers, right, short cover or whatever they're doing. So you could get in there, and in my opinion, it's a less risky instead of going in here because it was going all the way to the moon. I do conservative trading. So this way you will learn a little bit here how to utilize what you learn into actual chart. And I want to give you an idea. And it has been proven over and over again. And there is a method to use it. When it's a -5, this is the forecasting on the opposite side. -5, -6 comes very rare, but -5 with certain symbols, you are prepared to short cover as well as you are prepared earlier to go long. So in this case, I would be going long myself here, right? And way before, this is a little bit advanced for people who are advanced. You could get in there. And what I look for, yellow bar in smaller time frame, 60 minute,